Hi guys, Richie Roberts here with Anime Reviews, and I have a bunch of short stories to run through with you guys real quick. It's gonna feel a little bit like a lot of bad news all coming at you at once, but some of it's actually really understandable, and just bear with me. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into the first story. AMC Networks acquires Made in Abyss distributor Sentai Filmworks and the anime stream High Dive. For those of you that don't know, Sentai Filmworks is an anime company based, I think originally they were based out of Houston. They were ADV Films before they were Sentai, and they became Sentai. They're kind of like the, whatever big league shows don't go to Funimation, Sentai kind of grabs. But as you heard before, they also do Made in Abyss. So they are a distributor. They don't just dub the anime. I know a lot of people think about dubbing when it comes to companies like Viz and Funimation and Sentai. You know, you think about, oh, they dub everything in English. No, they also distribute stuff just straight out in with English subtitles as well. So it's not just dubbing. So I want you to just kind of understand that there's more to it than that. However, they were bought up by AMC, the same company that made Walking Dead. So this could be good news, this could be bad news. It just kind of depends on how you view things. I've seen people make comments that Sentai sold themselves to AMC in order to keep Sony from buying up the entire anime industry. And I'm like, I don't think that had anything to do with it, but okay. So that's what they did. They were bought up. Let's see, Sony's Funimation group closed its $1.175 billion cash purchase with Crunchyroll and AT&T last August, and now we've got this. They do Made in Abyss, Akame ga Kill, Food Wars, Clannad, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, High School of the Dead, Girls in Panzer, No Game No Life, K-On!, Assassin's Pride, and Parasite the Maxim. If you wanted to just have a quick list of shows about what does Sentai put out, there you go. Now you know. I kind of want to know if this is something that you view as good, or do you feel that it's bad? Why not? Let me know down in the comments down below for this particular one. And yeah, that's all I'm going to do. I said I'm going to do these as quickly as possible because there's a lot to cover. So on to the next story. Attack on Titan creator Hajime Isayama shared his relatable New Year's resolution. And his New Year's resolution was, after Attack on Titan ends, he doesn't want to do any more manga, and I don't necessarily blame him. So yeah, in November, his resolution is not to work. He's done. He doesn't want to work anymore, and I don't blame him. He's probably been working his butt off for 5-6 years, maybe probably longer than that, maybe a whole decade, and I don't blame him. I can praise the work ethic of people like Oda, but at the same time, I'm like, bruh, take care of your health. Nobody wants to see another Hunter x Hunter or hiatus fiasco where series are constantly going on hiatus because authors are feeling sick or hurting themselves or overworking themselves. I think, if I remember right, due to author health, I also believe that World Trigger is also going on hiatus, but it's for a shorter time. Last time it went on hiatus, it was for 2 years. So hopefully things get better. But like, author health is super, super important. And as a fan, I want them to get better. I don't want them to hurt themselves or feel like they've had to hurt themselves to get stuff out there. Okay. Oh, dear God. Okay, so I'm going to have to turn off ad block just for a moment. And let me refresh this. Okay, so the next story is about the Cowboy Bebop live action, which I thought we were done talking about, but apparently we're not. So, more than 100,000 fans petition Netflix to bring back Cowboy Bebop, the live action Cowboy Bebop. A Change.org petition called for Netflix to renew the live action adaptation of Cowboy Bebop has garnered more than 110,000 signatures. Its goal was 150,000 signatures, so they're 40 away. I'm just going to say it like this. That's not enough signatures to bring that back. I'll give my short thing here. Up until the last 2 episodes, I actually thought the series was okay, and then the last 2 episodes just kind of ruined it for me. I was curious how they were going to do a season 2, considering that the way that they ended season 1, Also, I just want to go ahead and point out that every time that Vincent and Julia were on the screen, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. Their characters could not be more opposite. And that really sucks because I think that when they were given a chance to actually breathe, 100% Jet Black was on point. Like, that was so good. Like, if nothing else, I need more Jet Black. But I think that Spike and Faye, like, they had their moments, especially like when they had the full discussion about shower bath shower. Like, yeah, their relationship wasn't quite the same as the anime, but like how they got along with each other was a lot better than I was expecting. The dialogue was atrocious. Like, I'm a shitty writer and I can do better than that. So I think whoever would be writing, if they did a season 2, they need to get somebody to write better dialogue, because Jesus Christ, it was terrible. And we need to have more scenes inside the Bebop, and we need to see more of space, because a lot of what happens in Cowboy Bebop would take place in space. These are my demands for season 2 if we ever got one. I kind of don't want one, mostly because of how it ended. I think they were trying to portray a realistic portrayal of Ed, but it just felt like a bad 90s cartoon commercial, and I didn't like that. Maybe it was the way that they filmed it with the lens or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is just a silly story to me. There's no way it's coming back with that few, like, petition that small. It'd have to be in the millions, because the reason they ended it is not because people were bitching about it, but because not enough people watched it. So it's not a lucrative thing for them. All right, moving on to manga stuff again. More of the same. The mangaka for Fire Force, who previously did Soul Eater, says the manga is ending this month, and there's only 2 more chapters that he has left to work on, and then once he's done, he is saying finito, no more manga for him. He is done. He doesn't want to, I guess it's like early retirement. What is up with 2022 killing off mangaka? Is it 2020 round 2? Is that what we're getting? It's 2022. But thankfully it's just killing off like the careers they're retiring. It's not actually like anything bad. But yeah, he's done. And you know what? I kind of don't blame him. He's been making manga for, oh God, when did Soul Eater come out? Easily over 15 years ago. So can't really blame him. This just seems like it's sad but understandable kind of news, you know? The Fire Force manga is coming to an end relatively soon. They said January 2022, so we're halfway through the month. There we go. According to manga creator Atsushi Okubo, the Fire Force manga's ending began with the final story arc in October of 2021. The announcement was made in October 2021 by Weekly Shonen issue 46. The magazine confirmed that Fire Force chapter 287 of volume 33 was the beginning of the final arc. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that has continued to happen. But on December 31st, Okubo revealed during a Dark Souls livestream that he was planning on finishing the manga series in a few chapters. At the time, he only had 2 chapters left to draw, and he was expecting the final chapter to be contained in about 2 volumes, which should be volume 34. January 12th, Okubo announced on his Twitter account that he would be drawing the Final Forces final chapter next week. So there we go. But the real shocking news is that Fire Force creator already announced that this story will be his final manga series. And that's that. In the author's notes section of volume 23, Okubo hinted back in May 2020 that the manga's story is in its final stage, but he also claimed he was planning on retiring from his manga career after finishing Fire Force. He asked that his fans join him until the very end of the story. And you know what? I'm down. Guy worked really, really hard, and I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to read all of Fire Force. I'm not fully caught up. I'm way ahead of the anime, but I'm nowhere near caught up. So yeah, let me know down below as well for this one. Do you guys read Fire Force? Have you watched Fire Force? If so, what do you think? And I mean, this is also the guy that threw Soul Eater out there into the world. So if you're a fan of Soul Eater, let me know what you think about that as well. And are you like me? Do you feel like this is well deserved, or it's like it's a shame you'd love to see more? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. And our last one is a little bit of sad news that, man, it just feels like 2020 is the year that won't go away. So last year we were just kind of beaten over the head with it. Clearly 2021. It kicked all of our collective asses. So we got 2021, and now we're getting 2022. The sequel nobody wanted. However, it is with a little bit of regret that I have to tell you that yesterday it was announced that that Natsuki Hanai is self-isolating due to possible close contact. He is the voice of Tanjiro in Demon Slayer. So the main character, and he is in self-isolation. He might be able to record from home. I don't know the particulars of that, but basically he might have caught the RONA. And so that having been the case, so talent agency Across Entertainment announced on Friday that voice actor Natsuki Hanai is self-isolating after being in close contact with a staff member who tested positive on a routine PCR test on Friday. The agency is postponing a special event for The Duke of Death and His Maid anime that was slated to be held on Saturday. Hanai was scheduled to appear at the event. Hanai himself posted on Twitter that he is renting a room where he can isolate away from his family and also continue recording. He added that he is currently feeling fine. Hanai is currently starring in the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Entertainment District arc as Tanjiro Kamado. It's as simple as this, guys. It's not starring in this particular. It's like, dude, he's the main character in Demon Slayer. Just put it that way. He's got a bunch of currently airing other stuff as well. He's also in Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2. I don't know who has, but then again, I don't really pay attention to voice actors as much as I used to, especially Japanese voice actors. It's nice when I find it out. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool, but it's like not as big of a deal to me anymore. So I don't know all the characters and all the roles that he has played and all the anime that he's played. But it is kind of neat sometimes. I can't unhear Kanemaru in Ace of Diamond. I can no longer unhear Inosuke when he talks because it's similar voice style. So it's just, yeah, I hear Inosuke on third base every time Kanemaru shows up. It's hilarious to me. But aside from that, yeah, it kind of sucks, and it's kind of just 2020 rearing its ugly head once again. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And of course, I have the links to all of these things. And if you would like to check out more of this stuff, make sure to go check out our social media, all that good stuff. I'm Richie Roberts. Links to socials down below, all the YouTuber stuff. And most importantly, guys, if you could spread the word that these videos are coming out, because so many people aren't getting notified even though they're subscribed and they've been hitting the bell and all those things that YouTube asks you to do. So if you would please just spread the word out there on whatever social platforms that you're on, that, hey, our channel is back and we're putting out content. That would be lovely. We really, really appreciate it. We're trying to get back all of the people that were fans of the stuff that we work on when the channel went down over 2 years ago. So just a little bit of help on that, even if it's just sharing the link around and letting people know, hey, they're back. That would be greatly appreciated. That having been said, thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Keep watching more anime.